Hello, everyone. Mike Caccioppoli reporting from the road. Um, Anyone can watch this, but I need to have a little conversation with Bernie Sanders. I need to have a little conversation, just myself and Bernie, but obviously everyone else is welcome to just watch and to be involved and to look in on this. But just me and Bernie. Okay, Bernie, this is really amazing what you're doing. I mean, I'm on your press list now, and I'm getting constant updates every day. You're in Fresno, you're in Santa Barbara, you're in San Francisco, you're in Oakland, you're in Palo Alto, you're in 5 places in one day. You're doing amazing work. I don't know how at 74 years old you do this, because at 44, I couldn't do one of them, let alone 5 of them in a day. And I remember you going from Jersey to California the same day and all that. It's really amazing to me. And I want to say that we all appreciate this, standing up for us and talking for us and putting really everything on the line. We really do appreciate that. So I want to get that out of the way before I continue on into something that might be not critical, but just an idea. We've signed up for a political revolution with you, Bernie. A political revolution. And you can't go halfway with a political revolution. I mean, you either don't go at all, don't go in at all, or you go all in and all the way. Now, Hillary Clinton is not going to bring on a political revolution. Even the people, and I'm not one of them, who think she's okay, that she's fine, that she'd be okay second choice, whatever, you know, these people are naive, but that's fine. But there's one thing they really can't argue with. She's not going to bring on a political revolution. I mean, she's status quo, same old, same old. Um, She doesn't bring in the younger vote. She doesn't bring in real passionate voters. She's not getting rallies of 20, 30,000 people. She's not talking about overhauling the system 100%. There's no political revolution there. I mean, Obama was more of a political revolution than Hillary Clinton. So I can't vote for Hillary Clinton because I signed on to a political revolution. You say at the beginning of all of your speeches, wherever you go, it looks all right. Palo Alto's ready for a political revolution. Hoboken's ready for. I'm ready, and we're all ready. We've been ready for the past year for a political revolution. We're going all in. So we can't vote for Hillary. It won't. She's not. It's not happening. There's no political revolution with Hillary Clinton. So I and many others have started Bernie or bust, and that's it. So it's you and your political revolution, or nothing. We follow this political revolution through November, and we either win November or we lose in November. Now here's the thing: you got to be on the ballot in November. So the Democratic Party has fucked you over every step of the way. They've done things they would not do to any other Democratic candidate. They didn't do this to Obama or Hillary in '08. All the superdelegates didn't get behind Hillary or Obama at the beginning of that process and not want to budge no matter what happened. I mean, I really don't have any problem with the superdelegates getting behind Hillary Clinton 15, 16 months ago. It looked like Hillary Clinton was going to be the only nominee. I mean, the only person running. So who else would they get behind? So that's fine. But once Bernie Sanders, once you got in the race and started, and you were no longer a fringe candidate, you kept on going up and up and up in the polls, and you're getting 30, 40,000 people at rallies, you started winning states, then the superdelegates should have said, fairly early in this process when they saw this happening, that's it. Okay, we got behind her not knowing there'd be anybody else, but since we have a real contested primary now, that's it. We're not behind anybody. We're neutral until the process plays out, and we'll make our decisions in July at the convention when it's all said and done. When all the states are voted, when all the polls are in, when we can see all the data, we can see the candidates and their histories and what they're bringing to the party and who has the best chance to win November, that's when we're going to make our decision. See, I had no problem with them being behind her a year and a half ago. Who else were they going to be behind? But then they should have switched as soon as this process started, and they haven't. So the DNC and the superdelegates have fucked you over from the beginning. You haven't had a fair shake from the beginning. The media hasn't given you a fair shake from the beginning. You've been independent your whole life up until a year ago, getting things done in Congress more than most Democrats, including Barney Frank, who hates you. And so you have no allegiance to them. Your allegiance is to us and the political revolution. I don't want to make this too long-winded, but what I'm getting at is, if you don't get the Democratic nomination, you're going to have to run third party. I mean, not only to continue this political revolution out to November, to a general election. I mean, that is playing it out to the end. July is not the end. November is the end of this election cycle. You're going to have to do that because we've all, including you, Mostly you, but us too. We've all put in too much of this to just drop this and let Donald Trump become president, which is what's going to happen. I mean, the polls show Hillary is sinking and sinking and sinking. As Lawrence O'Donnell has pointed out over the years and through this election cycle, she only goes down. She never goes up. From the beginning of an election cycle to the end, her numbers only go down. So let's see what's happened. We're still, what, 5.5 months out from November, and she's basically in the polls tied, now starting to drop behind Trump. So what's going to happen 5 months from now as the numbers continue to go down? As more and more comes out, now the State Department said she broke federal rules and laws, and even her friends on the mainstream media, like Andrea Mitchell, she's a friend of Hillary, not yours, and Chuck Todd, a friend of Hillary's, not yours, have even said now she lied. She said she did nothing wrong, everything was on the level, everyone else has done it. The State Department said no, that's not true. So not only has she broken federal laws and rules, but she lied. She covered it up. It's a cover-up. She lied about what she did. And now the media's calling her. Even her friends can't, to save their own face, to not look like total mooks, they have to say, look, it looks like she lied. She's been lying all along, like Mika Brzezinski said. So this is only going to get worse. The poll numbers are only going to get worse. If it's her versus Trump and you're not there to protect us from him, she's going to just destroy him. He's going to destroy her. He's going to destroy her. He's going to totally destroy her. And take the Senate and the Congress with it, and the country down totally. And you said many times that you'll do everything in your power, everything in your power to prevent the Trump presidency. And the polls are telling you the only thing that can prevent the Trump presidency is Bernie Sanders Bernie Sanders being on that ballot in November, because you beat him by 10, 15, 20 points. So obviously, the best way to prevent the Trump presidency is for you to be on the ballot in November. Now, if the DNC doesn't see that and understand that, and they want to be stubborn, and they want to go with the weakest candidate, not only in this election cycle, but the most hated Democrat to ever run for president, they want to do that, you have to run in November as a third party to save us from Donald Trump and to continue this political revolution. We can't just, stop it in midstream. So that's what I just wanted to say between you and I, is that this is all great. I hope you win California, hope you win it big, hope you win everything, Jersey and New Mexico and North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, great. But regardless, Hillary Clinton is not going to, if you gain 100 delegates on 100, but she's not going to give it to you. She's not going to give up. She's going to continue running unless there's an indictment, then she might still continue to run, saying it's a big Republican conspiracy, that Obama's State Department, Obama's FBI, and Obama's, federal appointees, indicted you. That's a Republican conspiracy. But anyway, she's running. She's not going to stop unless the people say, we have to force her out. The people have to force her out by voting against her. If the DNC's not going to do it, then we have to do it in November. But you have to be on that ballot. It's a must. You have to. At this point, you just have to. This thing is too big. Come on. It's too big. This thing is too big. It's too huge to just drop a month from now. And like I said, we're not voting for Hillary. It's not going to happen. So the normal process of I'll get behind the person who the DNC goes with, it's not going to work this time around. It's not going to save us from Donald Trump. It's going to give us Donald Trump. So I'm saying that this is a must. It's a must. You have to do it. And I believe you will. I believe if the DNC doesn't see a lot of day, I still hold that hope. There's a little bit of hope. Maybe things will get even worse between now and the end of July for her, with the emails and the Clinton Foundation and the polls. And they'll say, look, we got to do this to save our asses, to save this country from Donald Trump, and because the Democrats want to keep the White House. But if they don't, you must run in November, third party. Absolutely have to do it. It's just the way. It's just, anything else really wouldn't be acceptable. So, just wanted to say that between you and I. Thanks. And I'll let you go back to doing all these great rallies, and I hope we do really well on June 7th. But, this is all about November 8th, not June 7th. Who wants? Winning in June doesn't matter. Winning in July don't matter. Winning in November is what matters. So, thank you, and I hope you continue to do all the work. And really, from myself and all the other burners out there, we really appreciate all you've done. Okay, so that was my conversation with Bernie. I'm glad some of you listened in, and I hope most of you agree with me. Even if you'll have to come to your own conclusions, but this is really, let's face it, this is really the only way. It's the only way. That's it. That's it. The only way we prevent the Donald Trump presidency, and we want to, the only way the political revolution lives. The political revolution is not just a year-long endeavor here. I mean, the political revolution has to continue with a leader in the White House that will continue it, and you know, 4 to 8 years, hopefully 8 years of it, of the leader being the leader of the political revolution in the White House. That's what's going to really give this the momentum it needs to continue on after Bernie. Okay, but thanks for watching, and speak to you soon. Mike Caccioppoli, talking to you from the road, New York City. If you hear a little buzz in the background, it's the air conditioner going. No need for that in San Francisco. Anyway, talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.